Okay, that still doesn't do anything. There is still nothing back there. What does turning on the machine do?
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
I'm not exactly sure if you are.
Was there something else? You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could.
Did I? I did! Thank you for noticing, Agrippa! Whoa. I don't want to go down. Go! Aha! What's this gonna do for me? There's only one thing in here that's a carnivore. And that's that thing. A bone. Covered in mucus. Not exactly sure what that did for me. I don't have all the information that I need. Agrippa channels Where. Where taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion and a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa as he is, and has been for centuries, my only link to the worlds beyond. Ware claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give Agrippa first so he can help too. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Ware told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and Tampter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile ground for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture season. Tampter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it will exist in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Kiernick. I will have to address Ware with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. Tampter, water-dwelling Kiernick. I think I already have that. I think that's what's on the bone. The only thing we've seen in this game to be water-dwelling is the invisible monster. And I just managed to get saliva of the invisible monster. That should be easy. Is this a choir? Choir entrance. Okay. I may as well go to the choir. Such filth, he thought. Good men can safely cheer their departure, as they are nothing but a burden to mankind. They shall not be missed. I don't like that interpretation, and I don't like the lights in here. Okay. Oh, lovely. Stop it. I don't appreciate you doing that, alright? Sincerely. Alright, picked up another tinderbox. Fantastic. All right. Nothing seems to be in this room. Great. Well, nothing more. Anything in here? Ah! Duh!
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions.
What?
Hurry. No time to spare. I have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come.
Ah! What's the... Ah!
Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines. Paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you see. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
Do I leave? What the hell?
Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Okay, alright, alright, ooh, he, ting, tang, walla walla bing bang, ting, tang, walla walla bing bang, bam, bam. I have a hammer, just, stop it, why did you do the thing that you just did? That, no. Bad Daniel. Why would you do that? God, I get that Alexander... That person wasn't always there, were they? Place is messed up. This just is not good. Okay, how many monsters are going to be on the other side of this door? Because I'm incredibly concerned about the quantity of the other monsters. Something died inside of him that day. Watching that man slip away was more than his mind was willing to handle. Yeah, I totally get it.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Sure, man. Maybe I'm doing this because you're not supposed to have that power. Maybe I'm doing this because you instilled the notion in my head that I had to do whatever you said. Maybe it's because you are the reason so many died. Okay. What's in here? I don't trust this place at all. I'm not exactly sure how to feel about this. Jesus! Don't do that to me. What? The forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip, just for a moment. His knee jerked, and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eyes had ruptured and begun to leak. Messed up, old man. Messed up. What is this? Piece of the orb. One piece of the orb. There's 6 pieces in 2 rooms. I can only assume that means 3 for each room. Or 3 for the areas. How large is the choir? This feels like an important question. How large is this place? Because I have a feeling that it's larger than I'd like. Okay. We're gonna put this bone in here. It's gonna have a good time, alright? Alright. Deeper and deeper into the choir. So unfortunately, I do fear this place is gonna be crawling with enemies. Well, is it? I don't know. Just the atmosphere is just... unsettling. The fear had begun to drown him again. He reached once more for the empty bottle of laudanum. In frustration, he smashed it against the bedpost. Yep. Okay. We just need a little bit of time for that guy to just go away so I don't have to deal with him again. I wasn't crazy. The person that was hanging upside down wasn't... Now there's 2. But why? Am I actually going... They weren't there before, right? And yet when I turned around, it sounded like one of the big guys too. Those guys seem to have heavier equipment. Which isn't good. Alright. Let's just head over here. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. The shadow? Darn it. I have to be careful. I have to be careful. I'm looking for extra rooms in here. Specifically. That's why I'm sticking to walls right now. This is a large area. It's easy to get lost. And it's a dark area as well. So it's easy to lose even your own tracks in the darkness. So I'd rather not have to deal with much else than the right wall right now. Hello? Okay. Okay. There's an enemy. I just have to pray. that it doesn't see me. I just have to pray. Just have to pray. Okay. Alright. He isn't gonna see me. He's not 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 gonna see me. Okay. Okay. He didn't see me. Now to head forward. What's going on? Okay, there's another room back there. Another room back there. My head is still pounding. It's fine. Okay.
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim.
Oh, lovely.
All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Daniel's really trying not to be turned by this jerk, but he's just making it so hard. He was brainwashed. Come on, man. Okay. The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with intent, so the rope secured around his legs stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. Okay. Another piece of the orb. Okay. My head is pounding. That means that there's still a head to pound. That's good. This is a good thing. And when something comes to attack me, I just need to hide. There is no point in me die. Well, there's never a point in me dying. The point in... Okay. There's gonna be another one. I think it was off to my left. Yes, it was off to my left. Which means if I hide here, it shouldn't see me. It should not see me. I should be okay. But if it does see me, I'm boned. There is no extent to the amount I would be boned. I would be so boned if it saw me. Because how would I escape? I've cornered myself, basically, but that's the best way to hide. I'm boned. I might be boned. I might be royally boned. Am I boned? I might be boned. I might be boned. I might be boned. I might be boned. Am I I boned? I might be so overly boned. Leave! Go away! I don't want to deal with you right now. Don't worry. I'll invite you to karaoke tomorrow morning. Okay. Heading this way. Heading this way. Heading this way. To the right wall with me. There should be... Oh. Not to mention... There's another thing I must look for. It's a very complicated thing. Alright, I actually don't know exactly what I'm looking for. I don't know. I really don't. I'm just trying my best to find what I need to find. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts, good places. Happy thoughts, good places. Red flowers, blue thorns. This would be so much easier if I was not colorblind. Blue flower, red thorns. It was that order. Blue flower, red thorns. Blue flower, red thorns. I knew I was getting the quote wrong. Because it's blue flowers, red thorns. Okay. Alright. There's another room I have to reach. And I think that's it. And I think this is what I need to obtain. Okay. Hello? What the hell? Is this just me, or does this look insane? The traitor did not know what to think of the brass bull, as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument, which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. I hate that. Ooh. Another murder machine. Wonderful! We're crystal clear. Okay. They won't stay together. That makes perfect sense. How do I collect the fungus? Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's terrible. That's terribly, horrendously awful. And someone should go to prison for that. Hello? The tissue is quite quiet and should be possible to break open. There we go. Poison gland. I want to say that's everything I need from here, from the choir. I think. And I'm crystal clear, that's a good thing. That's an incredibly good thing. The last ingredient should be in the last area, and the last 3 orb pieces should be there as well. Okay. I'm glad that it was... I'm glad the last piece was simply near the poison that I needed. Because if it wasn't, That could have spelled immediate problems and trouble and danger. And oil! Is there anything else? Another room, perhaps, perchance. No. Only the river Styx. Great. Speaking of the river Styx, if you had not known about this, Hades 2 is in early access. If you are a fan of the Hades franchise, I would absolutely recommend checking it out because, my god, I am loving it so much. It is so much fun. Like, I'd played a lot of Hades 1, and I was concerned that the gameplay loop was going to be boring because I had played so much. And that's not true at all. They managed to make it a fresh experience. Which, like, good on them for being able to make such a similar game play so not only differently, but, like, compellingly differently. The story is actually, like, good and, like, believable. It's super fun, and I absolutely recommend it to anyone that wants to pick up the game. It's so good. I just need to find a way out of here. Is it? How do I get out of here again? I don't know where I am. I'm lost. Over here. Is this it?